Hi everyone, my name is Michaela Cadden, and today I'll be sharing my personal and professional journey, some of the milestones that have shaped who I am as a person, as an educator, and hopefully as a soon to be leader. The first event that I'm going to start with is 1984, which was the year that I was born. I was born on a U.S. Air Force base in Wiesbaden, Germany. My mother is originally from Wales, and my father was from Pennsylvania. Being born overseas into a military family was the very first step in a life that's had some transitions, some resistance, and strong family bonds and connections that were kind of forced through our moves. In 1987, we moved to Enterprise, Alabama. I was 3 years old at the time. This was a significantly hard transition since we didn't have any extended family close by. My dad's side of the family was up in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and my mom's side of the family was all still in Germany. But this challenge created a tight knit bond between the four of us and something that still defines my family relationships to this day. In 2002, I graduated from Enterprise High School. This was a major milestone in my life because it marked the moment that I began to follow the path of independence as I entered college. My time in college really set me on the path toward teaching, even though at the time I didn't realize just how first full circle my journey would actually become. In 2008, I was hired as an English teacher at my former junior high school. This was a full circle experience because it was essentially me coming home. Returning to the same school where I'd once been a student gave me a strong sense of purpose and value because I really had a passion for the school that I was working in. It was the beginning of my career, but also the start of finding my calling as an educator and leader. I'm still currently working at the school 17 years later. 2023 was probably, or without a doubt, has been my most challenging year. This was the year that I lost my dad on January the 11th, 2023. He was my best friend, my biggest supporter, and the person who guided me to become the person who I am today. I was the true definition of a daddy's girl, and losing him has been the hardest experience of my life. But even in the grief that I carry from his loss, I carry with me his lessons that he taught me every day, especially in how I lead and care for others. 2024 was an additional turning point because after several years, 14 years to be exact, I finally decided to begin working on my EDS. Through those 14 years where I questioned back and forth after finishing my master's on what I wanted to continue with my educational career, I questioned my ability on whether or not I could actually accomplish the goal of earning my EDS. But after losing my dad, I figured that that was the right time to put the energy into myself and focus on something that I'd always wanted to accomplish. And even though this has been an extremely challenging and stressful task, I'm hopeful that it'll lead to a new chapter in my career and in my future as an educator and as a leader. Thank you very much.